can then be ingeniously incorporated into the computer animation. This scene involves actor Wayne Knight. It's at this point that anything can be digitally added to or deleted from the animation.
We then take the tone mats and rim lights to apply shadow or bright light to the character to sort of match Michael Jordan's lighting.
Our job is to make the whole thing as seamless as possible so that an audience looks at it and believes that these characters, whether animated or live, coexist in this environment.
A lot of the technology used in this film was truly amazing. If they can make me look good, they can make anybody look good.
I was telling him what a good job he had done under the worst possible circumstances, because many actors can go through an entire career and not deal with the problems he's had to deal with. I mean, run around with a bunny for a movie, I mean, you gotta be pretty brave to do that, pretty self-secure too.
Close. Special delivery! You want to play a little one-on-one, doll?
Doll?
Uh-huh.
On the court. Bugs.
On the road to the game of his life, Bugs has to deal with a beautiful distraction, the delightful Lola Bunny, who has some very definite moves of her own.
The girl's got some skills.
Back before Space Jam, Bugs, just like any red-blooded rabbit, fell in love over and over again. What he lacked in technique, he made up for in enthusiasm.
Wow! What a hunk of feminine pulchritude!
In those days, Bugs was a rabbit of few words, and he took matters into his own hands. Never one to take no for an answer, Bugs had to learn his lesson the hard way.
Baby!
But put that romance on hold, we've got a game to play.
Let's do some drills.
In training for the big game in Space Jam, the Toons get to see why Michael Jordan is celebrated as the greatest basketball player of all time. Michael never takes his game lightly. During shooting, he kept in shape for the film and also for the 1995-96 NBA season by practicing on a court specially built for him on the Warner Brothers lot.
Is here almost every single day of shooting and works out every day and goes to this little dome thing he's got and plays with usually a dozen or so other NBA players, the best.
It's a superhuman effort on his part. I shoot all day and I go home, I'm totally exhausted. Well, he's worked out and then he plays basketball for a couple of hours at a high level of intensity.
That intensity paid off big time in the upcoming NBA season when Michael led the Chicago Bulls to their 4th championship. In Space Jam, Michael has to lead a different team against a very different opponent.
What are you looking at?
A team as tough as the Monstars needs some equally tough music, such as Hit 'em High, the Monstars anthem. Several musicians have contributed to the Space Jam soundtrack. Seal has recorded Fly Like an Eagle. Additional tracks come from R. Kelly, Quad City DJs, and many other top recording artists.
Music is very important in all films. I mean, it's one of the ways that we deepen the emotions in a film. In an animated film, it's particularly important because there is no natural sound in an animated film. It all comes, you know, from creating things that then the animators draw to. And the way you fill things out even greater than a live-action film is with music.
Thanks very much, Bill, but we had something a little larger in mind, like an orchestra, a symphony orchestra. As a matter of fact, composer James Newton Howard uses many different styles of music in Space Jam. And as with everything else in the film, the producers gathered the very best musicians they could find to help him realize his vision.
I think for any composer, working in animation is one of the ultimate challenges, and I think particularly Warner Brothers animation because of the legacy.